And right now at 3:30, it's a smelly situation out in North Miami. Some raw sewage spilling out of a pipe outside of an apartment complex.
The problem is fixed for now, but how long will that last? Local 10's Alex Finney joins us live from the scene with that story. Alex.
And Christy and Janice, I spoke with residents out here and they said this is not so much an issue of if this will happen again, but when. And why are residents saying that? Well, they said this area around here is prone to flooding. I want to draw your attention to what we are focusing on today. That sewage pipe we know broke a little while back, and it had been broken for about a week. We're talking a week until crews started to trickle in here to try to get it fixed. Obviously, you're seeing here situation has been rectified, but still residents are up in arms because they say they haven't heard from the apartment complex as to what's going on, if this is a temporary or a permanent fix. A broken sewer pipe spewing raw sewage at an apartment complex in North Miami has caused quite a stink. The Prestige Pointe Apartments off 125th and 16th Avenue. This was the email to the management office from a resident saying, quote, "There's actual poop and pee and toilet paper pouring into the street." And here's a picture to back it all up. People living here reached out to Local 10 and we immediately went to work.
When I had to get in my car and had to step over human feces to get in my car, I was like, oh, I'm calling the city.
What did they tell you?
They kind of just took it as a report. They didn't really tell me anything much more than that.
The city of North Miami has yet to get back to us, and the apartment complex at first said they didn't know anything about the problem. But when pressed further,
there was, and we have video and pictures to prove it.
Here's what they actually had to say.
Because I think that's what residents are worried about too. If it rains or whatnot, if it's going to happen again.
I think it's fixed.
While the management office kind of danced around this very serious health issue, here is a letter from the county sent to Prestige Pointe on September 13th. And in it, the Department of Regulatory and Economic Resources ordered the complex to fix the issue within 24 hours. We're here and still no signs of raw sewage, so that's somewhat of a good sign. But also there's this. Residents say they have not gotten any notices from the office even talking about the problem.
Haven't been reached out to. There's been no email. There's been nothing to tell us what's happening.
And this is really quite disgusting. As a matter of fact, when we rolled up here a bit earlier, you could still just smell it, that pungent smell of just that sewer water and whatever was inside of that water as well. So here's the thing. We have told residents if they hear anything, if something like this happens again, they're going to be reaching out to us. But still, that is the big question at this point, permanently or temporarily fixed. Did reach out to the city you heard from there. Still waiting to hear back from them. Hopefully they'll give us some more answers. We do know that there was a crew out here a little bit earlier working on this pipe, but if it stays this way, well, that's still to be seen. That's the very latest live in North Miami. Alex Finney, Local 10 News.